Right, I was actually going to stamp on his foot because today the video is about foot stamps and should you do them in self-defense, but I'll be honest, they're quite painful, and when you've got shoes on, they're pretty cruel. Foot stamps, should you do them? Are they possible? Can they be done in a real fight? Well look, anything can be done within a real fight, within reason, if you've got a little bit of time, effort and presence of mind, but let's be honest, things in fights are very quick, haphazard, and they just go crazy. So to say, yeah, you can do this is, I don't know, sometimes it's a bit of an ask, but we like to explore things, and we like to, on our channel, we like to explore ideas, and these are just ideas. Sometimes they might work, sometimes they might not work. It doesn't really matter. It's just about developing a conversation and just bringing awareness to things that might be possible. So if you're thinking about it, you're in a fight, let's talk about foot stamps and why you should do it and how they can work and different variations on them and so on. When would you do them? Well, generally when you're in a clinching, struggling situation. So you're in close, if you notice I'm leaning on Nick. Nick's a bigger guy than me, so I'm trying to tie his arms and I'm dropping my weight down on him. And I'm keeping my head in potentially. So it's this type of scenario where I'm sort of clinching with the guy, if you like, trying to smother his arms. Because my hands are occupied and they're basically trying to stop the guy from hitting me. Okay, you can hit me, Nick, don't worry, you know, hitting me. Just struggle a little bit. Let's make it a bit more brilliant. You're a lot bigger than you look, aren't you? I'm going to start demoing smaller guys again, so I think it'll be a little bit better for me. It might make me feel a bit better as well on camera. Okay, because it looked a bit weird. It looked like a child playing with a big man, which doesn't sound right on camera, does it?
It doesn't.
No, I don't think we should have said that. Yeah. So given the case that I'm struggling with his arms, I could use my head or I could use my feet. So these are opportunities now when I'm starting to look at stamping. Okay, so stamping, foot stamps, bang, are where you use the heel of your foot. So you essentially take the heel and you stamp into the webbing of the foot. So generally it'd be into the toes or will be around about here, but you're stamping down. Now here's the thing that I wanted to go through. It seems like such a simple video. You can just say stamp on the foot, this is how you do it. But how do you set it up? Because there's a lot of subtleties. If I was struggling with a guy, I could kick into his ankle like this. This does work. Bang, it works really well. It's quite painful. Are you okay?
Yep.
Because what I do is I use the heel here, bang, of the shoe into the inside of his ankle here. Okay, there's a couple of, it's quite bruisey around here.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It hurts quite a bit. Okay, so because it's a difficult area to get a lot of muscle around. So when we're struggling and I'm trying to distract the guy so I can strike him, bang, kicking in with the heel on the inside of the ankle works as well as stamping. Another thing that works quite well, I'm going to change my angle on this, is when I kick in, I scrape down. So I kick in and I scrape down, so I scrape using the edge of the shoe. This is a nice little sticker, it goes quite well. Apparently I'm 10 pence to buy. I need a new home, so if you want to buy me for 10p, actually 10p is a bit cheap, maybe a pound would be a little bit better. Okay, bang, stamping and I scrape down. Now again, people are going to say to me, not realistic, why would you want to do that? Well, if you think about the struggling, I'm trying to hit the guy, bang, I hit him, I pull him down, I'm keeping him, boom, busy, because I'm stamping on the foot, scraping on the shin, kicking on the inside, driving him, he pushes back on me, when I'm pulling him, kicking him and kneeing him. I'm trying to keep it as scrappy as possible. And the reason why I want to try to keep it as scrappy as possible, because I essentially just want to keep him busy. I don't want him to be feeling like he can just keep firing off his punches. And most importantly, I want to try to tire you out. Okay, what I don't want to do is get in there and be dealing with all his weapons coming at me. So essentially, as I was saying, if you're going to be looking at foot stomps, what you're looking at is this idea where you're stamping, kneeing, turning in, and also kicking with the edge of the shoe. So you're using the shoes. You're essentially going with this, and this is really important, okay, and you're kicking inside, outside, kneeing, stamping, pulling down, scraping, striking, hitting, and switching between the two. And that's really important. It's so important that if you can create this distraction system, then you can start to elbow as well. It does work, it is effective. Again, with everything, it takes time, effort to put into it. Can you do it in a real fight? Maybe. if you get a split second, you've got an open presence of mind. An open presence of mind meaning that you can think quickly on your feet, see the opportunity, bang, take advantage of it. If not, then no, it's not going to work. But you've got shoes on, at least I hope you have if you're walking down the local high street or in the shops, then bang. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you've had fun. We'll try to keep it smiley here, so keep smiling.